Yesterday, Melania Trump, the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump, her parents officially became U.S. citizens. They were sworn in. They are now citizens of the United States. And when this story broke, who cares if they became citizens? Good for them, right? I mean, I personally, it doesn't affect my life one way or another if they become citizens. I'm happy for them. But a lot of people immediately pointed out that the reason her parents were able to become citizens is because of chain migration. And then, and I wish I would have saved the person's name who posted this story on Twitter in response to the Melania's parents get citizenship story. It's this. Donald Trump's wife, Melania Trump, worked illegally during her first weeks in the U.S., according to official documents. Now, they actually posted a link to this story that was from Fox News from November 5th, 2016. So November 5th, 2016, Fox News, which was an AP report, but they still reposted it. Fox News even reported that Melania Trump worked for 10 weeks in the United States, worked 10 modeling job over the course of several weeks while she was first in the United States illegally, making more than $20,000 off those jobs, even though she wasn't legally allowed to work in the United States as an immigrant at that time. So there's that story. So we have chain migration, which Donald Trump says must come to an end. We have an immigrant coming over to the United States and working illegally, which Donald Trump says has to end. And then, of course, let's not forget little Barron Trump, who is technically an anchor baby for Melania Trump. So 3 things there. Melania Trump embodies everything that Donald claims to hate about immigrants and immigration. Now, I have no problem with Melania Trump coming over here and working and becoming a U.S. citizen. I have no problem with her parents becoming citizens. I have no problem with Barron being a U.S. citizen, or even if he is an anchor baby. I don't have a problem with those things because I'm not a horrible human being. I say if somebody is qualified and they legitimately want to come to the United States and work hard and pursue what we claim to be the American dream, let them in. That is my policy. That's not an open borders policy. We need to have smart immigration, but we also don't need to just put up a wall and say nobody's allowed in. No. People should be able to come into this country if they truly want to, and if they're not going to come over here and kill people, which is actually very rare. But Melania Trump has done every single thing that Donald Trump claims that immigrants do in order to become citizens here in the United States. She is everything that he hates. So why did he choose to marry this woman? Well, she was a model. That's the main reason. But more importantly, she's white. She's not a brown or black person coming into the United States, because if she were, Donald Trump would be on Twitter every single day attacking her for the way that her and her family have become United States citizens. Because again, that's what this whole thing is about. It's not actually about immigration, it's about race. Everything with this man comes back to race. Because if he truly wanted to do something about immigrants coming into this country and taking advantage of our systems, he would be deporting his own wife. Hell, under a new rule that his own administration is working on, Melania is technically eligible to be stripped of her citizenship and deported because of the fact that she worked illegally in the United States. And that is actually one of the criteria that Stephen Miller is helping Donald Trump work on to strip actual legal citizens of their citizenship so they can be deported. So I don't know, maybe Melania needs to watch out for what her husband and Steve Miller are actually doing. Because yes, according to their own new rules that they are drafting, she would be eligible for deportation, but she doesn't look like the kind of people those two are trying to kick out of this country, so she's probably safe.